Well, we don't need no prep. Do you know why? Because we're the.
You can't even speak. Hello, hello, hello. This is Tam Mutu, and welcome to Bants with Boo. I am once again joined by my good friend, Mr. Ricardo Rojas.
That's right, Mr. Ricardo Rojas. Here we are. We're actually in my dressing room this week.
We're mixing it up.
We're mixing it up because it's been a couple of weeks since we've done a Bants with Whoop.
Bants with Whoop.
A Bants with Boo episode. Just because we've had various things going on in our lives,
yes,
like there's illness and people visiting and stuff. But now we're back.
We're back, and today we're gonna. If you're hearing outside noises, then we apologise. But
we're at the theatre. We're in the dressing room.
It's gonna be different. We are doing today. What episode is this? 9.
This is episode number 9,
and we are going to talk about guilty pleasures.
Yes,
guilty pleasures.
I mean,
so what would you class as a guilty pleasure? Just so we're clear on what it is.
A guilty pleasure, I think, is something that monopolizes your time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, or something that's not necessarily the best for you.
So in a bad way.
Yeah, in a bad way.
So not reading then?
Unless you're reading like, I don't know. I mean, I was going to say porn, but...
You can't say that.
Why?
This is a clean show.
All right, cool. Unless you're reading like, I don't know. Porn. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So come on then, let's hear one of yours guilty pleasures. What have you got?
Well, you know, guilty pleasures. I like to watch horror films.
Okay.
By myself, and I like them to scare me.
And you watch those like early in the morning, don't you?
Yeah, and I watch them for breakfast sometimes.
Yeah, that's wrong.
It's not wrong.
I guarantee now, if I did a poll right now, everyone on the podcast would be saying that is wrong.
I watched Texas Chainsaw Mascara.
Mascara? What was that one? Was that the porn one?
Texas Chainsaw Mascara.
Texas Chainsaw Mascara.
No, I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right, there we go.
For breakfast.
Yeah, because you're weird.
I wanted something cool.
I call him some mornings and he's like literally watching a horror movie. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
It's cool.
Like, I'm up with Murph and it's like 6:37, 8. Well, you're not up there early actually, to be fair.
No, no way I'm up there.
8ish, 9.
Yeah.
And this idiot's watching horror movies. But then only in America can you get those things as well on normal, TV.
Yeah.
I keep saying that.
Your phone's gonna fall.
Oh, that's all right. We don't worry about that, boo.
Yeah, don't worry about that, boo. But yeah, horror movies is good.
But why would you class that as a guilty pleasure?
Well, because it's not the done thing, is it?
Well, I guess that isn't, no.
To watch horror films for breakfast.
Well, yeah.
It's a bit wrong.
Do you do that at home as well?
Depends if I'm up early. Well, at home it's more like it's because I am up early. Like I have to be
the mascara one, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to be really up early to watch it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because Raf gets up like early to school, and I'll do the school run and stuff. So
right.
I've got no time to watch horror in the mornings. I'll watch horror at night. It's my time. My time. Everyone goes to bed, and then it's my time.
Does everyone else like horror movies? I guess Raf don't watch them.
No, they don't watch it because Nat sees through them. She sees through them. She's like, it's a film. It's like, why are they doing that? Yeah, I'm like, just...
She's one of those killjoys.
Yeah, just immerse yourself in the world of horror. And she's like, no, it's dumb. It's a dumb world.
Yeah. Right.
What about you? That's one of my guilty pleasures.
I guess the biggest probably one for me would be the gaming PlayStation. That's a guilty pleasure.
No, really?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that I do like gaming. Bit of a gamer.
I mean,
and I can immerse myself. I mean, growing up, I could literally do hours. I was one of those kids that was like, I'll just be 20 minutes, 20 minutes, I'll be 20 minutes. And then literally I will hear the birds in the background and it's like 5 a.m. and I don't even know. Do you know what I mean?
You're the same now.
No, I'm not as bad now.
I'm not as
bad now, but I'm still pretty bad. But it depends on what game it is as well. There are certain games you can just sort of lose yourself in. And
you're the same now.
No, but I do. Anyone that games will understand it. I'm one of those people as well who had to have or has had lots of consoles. Yeah, like lots. I had like...
What was your first console?
think it was the Sega Master System.
I had one of those, a Sega Master System 2.
Yeah, that one. I think that's one I had as well. I had a Master System. I had a SNES, a Super NES.
Super NES, for those uninitiated in the
I
gaming,
had
it's
a
Super
PlayStation
Nintendo.
1, a PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox 360, Xbox One.
That's a lot of gaming.
What else do I have? I have a Switch. I literally have a box in my
Do you still have all these
I have all of them, yeah. I have
That's
all of them.
crazy.
What's the other one? The Wii. I have the Wii, Nintendo Wii.
I have to Wii.
I have
Sometimes.
to Wii.
I have to Wii.
Yeah, so I have like that. So clearly there's a problem. As
It is
my guilty
a
pleasure.
problem. And
my
Cam
main-
knew this when she married you?
probably not. I could probably keep that under wraps. You know, keep it a little on the low
Keep it
down.
on the wraps.
Keep it a little bit quiet.
I'm not gonna tell anybody about my gaming habit.
No, it's I'm not as bad as I used to be though, for sure. Because you just don't have time. When you have a child, you don't have time.
I mean, you got plenty of time here at the theatre.
Yeah, the theatre's different though, but
and
soon-
honestly, your show changes with what game you're playing. If you're playing a first-person character game,
Yeah,
story game,
yeah.
you're chilled. You're chilled,
Bit Bloodborne.
right? Bloodborne or Assassin's Creed or whatever you want to call it. But if you play football like FIFA,
It's
like
not that bad.
batten down the hatches, people, because
It's not that bad.
you can hear him on all the floors swearing, and you can feel the reverberations when he hits the table when he gets scored against.
Yeah, it's one of those games. It's infuriating. It's what did I say? It's scripted. Scripted. It is scripted. You play on career mode, you'll know. I've got another guilty pleasure for
If
you.
you play on career mode, you'll know.
Even online, don't play online because it's just
Oh
infuriating.
my god.
You just end up shouting at everyone. Another guilty pleasure.
What?
Coffee.
Oh, coffee. You drink
Too much.
too much coffee.
See, here's the thing with coffee, right? Because we all like it. Most of us like it. Let's say everyone likes it, really. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, they do. But it's one of those things where you like it a lot to the point where you're going to drink a lot of it. But then, for somebody who has anxiety like I do,
That's what I was going to say. It's for someone that's got anxiety, you drink a shitload of coffee.
yeah. And I go through phases of cutting it back, but it's good though, bro. It's good. You know what I mean? It's a guilty pleasure.
No one likes a quitter. Come on.
Yeah, listen. Do you know what I mean?
Ask us what we're doing now. Oh, Tam, Ricky, what are you doing right now? We're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
There we go. Cheers. Did you just do the...
Murphy's learned that as well now. So she just sees a glass you're holding, she'll go like that. It's quite cute. Yeah, coffee. It is. It's got to be one, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
It used to be when I was in England. I used to be tea. I used to be a chain tea drinker. You know those chain smokers.
Oh, yeah.
I would drink tea.
Yeah, but that's a big thing in England, isn't it?
Yeah,
tea.
Oh,
What tea did
cup
you
of
have?
tea. Cup of tea.
What, do you want a brew, mate? Do you want a brew?
Cup of tea. But like
want a brew?
you'd finish one and then you'd literally make another one.
Yeah. What was your...
You can't
preferred-
really do that with coffee.
What was your preferred tea?
I like English breakfast.
Yeah, but what make? Like Tetley?
I like
Lipton?
PG tips.
PG tips, classic.
PG tips are pretty good.
Classic.
And I'm not into that Yorkshire nonsense. Oh, Yorkshire tea. Horrible stuff.
PG tips.
PG tips is pretty good. Tetley's not bad.
Tetley's one, yeah.
But you can't really do that with coffee. Although I do make a good swing of it.
Guilty pleasure. I tend to have a bourbon after the show. A little wee dram of
That's
bourbon
not,
after the show.
but you're not an alcoholic though, are you? So that's not really a guilty pleasure.
I'm not.
What have you got, a sweet tooth?
I don't. Do you know what? I eat a lot of burgers.
Burgers. It's not really a guilty pleasure though either. Oh, I guess it is if you depending on how many you eat. How many did you eat?
Like one, but I'll do it three nights in a row.
I still think that's all right.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. What about chips and things like that?
Nah, chips I'm all right. Like chocolate ice cream and all that shit, I'm fine. I don't really have a sweet tooth. Although lately I have been getting into chocolate ice cream, Ben and Jerry's.
I do like chocolate ice cream. I think chocolate,
Just because
chocolate is good.
Just like the Ben and Jerry's ones, it's a whole new world. Like
Ben and Jerry's, what? They mean the flavoured ones or just the plain ones?
no, the flavored ones. It's
The ones
like
like the
mix-
caramel choo-choo
Yeah,
and
they
things
mix
like
the
that.
shit up. Like
man.
you're eating it, then you find a cookie.
What's the one with the core? Like they centre as well.
That's the salted
they're
caramel
too,
one.
They're too random.
Mate, that's
Dude,
salted
just
caramel
give me some,
centre.
give me some hazelnuts, some pistachio, and some chocolate and vanilla.
that
That's
caramel
it. Classic flavours.
Mate.
Ben and Jerry's don't do classic flavours.
Yeah, but They do so much
Cookie
more.
dough, bloody, Monkey Joe, whatever it's called. What's the banana? They Monkey Joe one,
do
whatever
so
it's
much
called.
more.
No, they're nice, but they're not. Yeah.
The salted caramel, like actually, it's in Chilean, or in Chile we call it manjar.
Manjar.
Manjar, 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 right?
That's ice cream.
No, it's the salted, it's the caramel.
Oh, the caramel.
And the way we used to make it, my mum used to make it by getting a tin. This is gold, by the way, if you like cooking. You get a tin of condensed milk, and you just boil it. You just boil the fucking can.
Oh yeah, that's caramel. That's how they make
Right.
it. Yeah, condensed milk. Yeah, that's what they do in England.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
it's like
it's
dulce de leche, right?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I don't know how long you boil it for.
But that's what it makes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. Well, we call it manjar.
Manjar.
All right. Dulce de leche.
We call it mascara.
I call it mascara.
Mascara. Texas mascara.
I can't believe I said that. What a dick.
I've got a bag of special. It's like some chips are my downfall.
Chips?
Yeah, like savoury chips. I mean American chips, not like fries. I mean like crisps, what we call in England. Dude, I'm really bad with crisps and chips.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like.
What flavour? I like salt.
I don't know. If they're there, I love savoury stuff. I'm kind of obsessed with savoury. So like.
Me too.
If there's a bag of chips, then it's really hard for me to avoid them. It is. I literally have to pull myself away sometimes. And I go through phases of the Pringles. They're a fucking nightmare, aren't they? You can't. You can't. It's true that advert.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
You can't fucking stop because they put so much shit in it. Like you literally eat the box.
Hey, that's what it says on the tin.
I don't buy them. I refuse to buy them. Ken buys them, and I'm like that, and then I literally end up eating them. I'm like, fucking hell, why are you buying these? But I loved. Tortilla chips. I love those little white cheddar cheese puffs. Oh my god!
White cheddar cheese.
Oh man!
What the hell are you talking
cheddar
about?
Cheese puffs. These little white puffs. White cheddar. Oh my god!
What the hell are you talking about?
They're like Wotsits, but like white cheddar Wotsits.
Shit.
Dude, gone. I'll eat a lot. And then Trader Joe's does good chips, man. They do, but so does Whole Foods. They do good chips, and you just get the 3 flavored chip, like just salt and a good salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
Oh, or a good just salt. Potato chip.
I don't have anything that I eat like that. Where I go through it. I can eat the whole packet.
I can't do it. They have to be. I literally have to pull myself away. Otherwise, I'll eat the bag.
Wow.
Easy.
You know what it was for me? It's like probably cold meats, like prosciutto or
cold meat.
Yeah.
How do you go from chips to cold meat? So you could just literally eat a whole pig.
Yeah, like Parma ham and shit like that.
You just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, I'll keep eating like antipasto.
I love antipasto stuff, but I'm not going to sit there and just keep stuffing prosciutto in my mouth.
I think I've just got a problem with food.
I love food, but I'm not going to sit there and just small serrano ham.
No, but like when I say I've got a problem with food, it's like I eat everything on my plate all the time.
I know. I finish. Did you finish everybody else's plate? Yeah, same
and then
thing.
if you ain't finished yours, I'm like, hey, you gonna finish that? Pass it over here. Hey, you gonna finish that?
Same.
So when I get home to France, like, dude, I'm fat.
Yeah.
Because I eat, like, saying that cooks lasagna or something, right? I'll eat that shit and I'll be like, scrumdiddlyocious, right? And then I'll just be like eyeing up Raf's stuff because he's just playing with them, like.
You gonna eat that?
No. First I'll play like Dad. I'll be like, oh, you gotta eat some more of that. Come on, put more effort in. And he's like, no, Dad. He's like, come on, put more effort. No, Dad, go on, put more effort. No, Dad. Plate's over mine. It's mine now. 3 times. Mine. I'll eat it.
I'll do the same. We do that. Do you do that in restaurants as well?
Yeah.
If I'm paying for it, I'm eating everything that we've got.
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't leave anything.
Mind you, I won't eat that. I won't do what your mother-in-law does and like eats.
Dude, she did that again the other day. She did it again. We went out for eats and she did it again. And apparently, when I wasn't home one time, they ordered some stuff and they ordered takeout, and then she did it again with Ken. Takeout. Ken said she had to have a word.
She had to have a word.
She said she had to have a word. She did it again. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, my mother-in-law is one of these people when you order food, just as it arrives, she's got her hands in it before you've even tried it yourself. That's a pet peeve. But like, it's, anyway, we've discussed that. Moving on.
What's another guilty pleasure? Another guilty pleasure. I play guitar way too much.
No, that's not, because that's a good skill. That's a guilty skill.
Yeah, but when it stops me from doing other stuff, like picking up my son from
but
school,
at least it's a good skill. It's not like, the amount of hours I invested into like gaming. I could speak 15 languages by now. Do you know what I
I
mean?
always say that to you. I'm like, if you spent half the amount of time playing
Doing your guitar.
Because you bought a lovely guitar. We went down to D'Angelico in New York. D'Angelico down on 34th Street.
I'd be like Lenny Kravitz now, wouldn't I?
Mate, you would be.
He plays good.
He plays well.
He plays real good.
He plays good. He plays real good.
What about guilty pleasures? What about smells? That's a guilty pleasure of mine.
What, like your own smells? Or?
No, like, you know, like I went through a phase of like having...
Oh, you know why? I know this is true because I googled Tam, right? Like I googled you for some like we were Google like with Robin. We did it like a few months ago.
Did a Google search?
We did a Google search on you, and we were like, you know, just for a laugh, like what does Tam Mutu's projected earnings for the year? Like they have like
projected, oh
like how
God.
much is like the net worth of Tam Mutu because it's kind of like a celebrity,
20p,
right? And it said like something stupid like $5 million or something.
$5 million?
Right? And then it gives you a full rundown of what you like, and it's like blah 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 blah. Tam Mutu also likes cologne, and I was like,
I had a
he's
thing
crazy about cologne, and we were like, what?
Do you know what? Here's a funny joke. Like one of my friends, when we were growing up, I always had like I love different smells. I got it from my mum because she's obsessed with perfumes.
You're good smell, very good.
Yeah, and so I'd get like a lot of testers, you know, like to try different things.
Yeah.
But in my room, I'd have like a gazillion testers, right? So I'd try them all. And I remember a mate came over one time and he said like that. He said, "Fucking hell, mate, you got enough testers?" I said, "Why don't you just, you know, buy one bottle instead of having all these testers?"
How old were you?
It's like at late teens, do you know what I mean? It's like, instead of getting all these little testers.
What, like late teens, like what, 17, 18?
Yeah, like, because I loved smells. I started getting into it. And as I've got older, I'm obsessed with, like, you know, colognes and perfumes and that. But back then it was all like Drakkar and Brut and
Fahrenheit
and
Joop.
Cool water.
CK1.
Joop, man, Joop. I fucking sounds like Joop. Joop. Hom.
Paco Rabanne.
Hom.
Kuros. My dad used to wear Kuros.
My dad had it as well. Kuros. I'd be stealing his shit as well. I tell you what he did have, which I really like, was and I can't have it anymore because it reminds me of him too much. Was Cerruti 1881.
All right.
That's a nice smell, though. But that's a bit more of a classier smell. Yeah. When you go down, I mean, when you've gone through like your Fahrenheits and your...
Yeah. You know what I used to wear, and I can't wear it anymore because Nat doesn't like it. It's too heavy, and he says it gives her a headache. Bulgari.
I don't know. I haven't smelled that.
In the clear bottle.
Right.
Like, and it came in the green box. Mate, I loved that.
Jean-Paul Gaultier. Remember that one?
Yeah, mate.
CK1.
Yeah. Hugo Boss, like in the little bottle, like the army bottle one.
I mean, I had all of it. I think I've had every smell. And then I went through I tried to go through my classier phase, like, you know, you go through, like, what did I have?
I was onto Tom Ford now.
Oh, I am now, yeah.
I am also.
That's so expensive.
It is very expensive, but I liked.
But it is nice, and I feel like it lasts.
Black Orchid was nice.
Black Orchid is nice.
And what other one is nice? Oud Wood is
very nice.
Really, that's what I got at the moment. But
Tobacco Vanille.
I'm almost out.
Tobacco Vanille is very nice. Actually, I got bought that for my Zhivago opening night present from the director.
Oh, nice.
A nice bottle of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille.
Is that nice?
It is very nice. It is very, very nice.
Interesting. I love that.
But my favourites are probably I don't want to say actually because people start using it and I don't like. That's another pet peeve, by the way.
What?
When someone smells the same as you, drives me crazy because I've got a good nose with stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but the scents always smell different on different people.
Nah, boo. If I can smell it, I'm like that. What are you wearing? And then I have to change.
Really?
Yeah. If I smell it on someone else, I have to change.
I'm gonna wear Tom Ford Noir.
So that's fine. Because I'm not wearing that right now. I'm not saying what I'm going to wear either. Because someone, so I'll be like, oh, I got this one. Like, oh, brilliant.
No, I smell like you, Tam.
I smell like you. Well,
do I smell like you, Tam?
Thank you. You just ruined it for me.
Oud Wood. I love it.
Obviously, people have it.
Friggin' another guilty pleasure.
Go on.
And actually, I've dragged you into this guilty pleasure as well. Watches.
Oh yeah.
I love watches. Oh my god.
I have another one as well. Yeah.
Ever since I was little, my grandfather had this old Omega, which ended up being passed down to me, and Johnny Messina, who's on sound here at the Moulin Rouge, is he used to work for Omega or Cartier, refurbing watches.
Yeah.
Like servicing. So he serviced my grandfather's watch from scratch. Like literally took it apart, fixed it, and like made it run again. Like
he's a skilled man.
he's like a Jedi. He's a watch Jedi. He's a wet eye.
But then he got you into like we were like on eBay and like looking at things, weren't we?
And then
all
I
the time.
ended up buying a nice Longines, which then you bought a nice Longines.
I've got a nice Longines. I do like a Longines.
They're cool.
I like Omega. I like, if anyone's, everyone's listening now from like those companies that want to send us some stuff to advertise.
You want to like
nice Tag Heuer.
Tag Heuer.
Heuer.
My brother's got a nice watch.
How do you say that? Tag Heuer.
Tag Heuer.
Do you think someone
Tag
like? Is it someone throwing up when they're?
No, it's tag time. It's French.
Oh, was an hour.
Tag yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Tag
So I just learned something.
And my brother's got a nice Breitling.
Breitling's nice. Breitling's really overpriced
nice.
though. I think they're way overpriced.
It's got a Super Ocean chronograph. It's really nice.
I do like the Omega, the James Bond Omega. That's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I almost bought one like
Seamaster
in 2003, and like it was a chronograph. And back then, the Seamaster 300, it was like $3,500, and I chickened out. I always wish I could have done. It's the same price now.
Yeah, they hold their value. That's what. This is what you get a watch holds its value.
This guilty pleasure.
I don't have another guilty pleasure. Shoes.
Shoes.
This isn't really. I mean, these aren't guilty pleasures. These aren't really wasting my time, but like they are expensive. Like how many pairs of shoes and
shoes,
trainers and things do you need? Like I think last year for the summer season, I bought about 7 pairs of boat shoes and things.
Are you? I've got 1 pair of boat shoes.
No, I see. Like,
I've got one deck shoe.
I'm like, oh, maybe I need that deck shoe. Oh, maybe I need. Oh, and then they're on sale. If I see a little sale, I'm like, oh, I'll just get them all.
I almost bought some Birkenstocks the other day, and I put them back.
Birkenstocks?
Yeah, they're nice.
What are you, 90?
What? They're nice on the feet, mate.
No, get out.
I've got no arch in my foot, so I need support, mate.
All I hear is that they're making a comeback. That's what the wife tried to tell me.
You know what's making a comeback? What? Crocs, mate, in a big way.
Get out.
Crocs. Crocs are coming back in a big way.
I've never worn Crocs, and I've never had Birkenstocks.
Birkenstock. Yeah. When did you try Birkenstock?
Yeah, because that's what they are, Birkenstocks.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. It's Birkenstock.
Maybe I did have a pair way back when.
I've got ones, and they're dead.
Get out.
But I love them. I almost bought them.
Embarrassing.
They're nice.
Embarrassing. Yeah, it's too many. I spend a lot of money on shoes.
Yeah, see?
I like shoes.
Shoes.
To be fair, though, men can't actually have. What can you like? Because it's weird. I always think this like with when you go shopping, for example. I think girls have like have such the options that they have to like the way they can dress and like like skirts, dresses, like whatever. There's so many options, and they can wear trousers, shorts, everything. And it's always the fashion sort of style of it is always very interesting. And you get sort of men's stuff, and it's like, okay, how many suits can you have? You know what I mean?
I love wearing a suit.
Yeah, it's nice, but like it's not quite the same. So I do like. That's why I think like watches and like it's more. I think men are for me more accessories. Yeah, it's like shoes. I can't class shoes as an accessory.
That's why I wear rings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with men, as long as you've got like a good boot, a good shoe.
Yeah. See, boots. I'm obsessed with like boots.
Yeah. I like boots. Boots are good.
Boots are good.
Boots are good. Another guilty pleasure. Guitars. I have many of them.
Yeah, but you said guitars already.
No, but playing guitar.
Oh, buying guitars.
Oh, yeah, that's
interesting.
Vintage guitars as well.
Oh my God, how many have you got?
Oh, last count. I've got we'll start with the oldest to the newest. So I've got my 1963 Guild D40.
Yeah.
Which was made in Hoboken.
Yeah.
I've got my Gibson Blue Ridge 1968, which I put together and refurbed. It looks like absolute pile of shit, but it plays beautifully.
Yeah.
I've got my Simon Patrick, which is Canadian-made guitar, cedar wood, very nice. It used to be my workhorse. I've got my Duesenberg semi-acoustic, which is beautiful. It's like an electric guitar, with a.
So that's 4.
It's beautiful, right? I've got my Squier 1987 Japanese Telecaster, which
5.
I play. I've got my D'Angelico cutaway acoustic guitar, which I bought here in New York now. I've got my classical guitar, Hopf German guitar. I've got my ukulele.
Yeah.
I've also got my Mitchell guitar, which is in my apartment now. So I've got 2 guitars here in New York.
So that's 9.
That's 9. I've got a Telecaster that's kind of in bits that I use for parts. that's 10.
That's a lot of money
Yeah.
on guitars
Yeah. That's a
and
lot.
ukes.
Yeah, they take up a lot of space as well. That's why I'm leaving my Mitchell guitar here, my other one that I bought in Boston.
Leaving it where?
I'm giving it to Caleb.
To Caleb?
Yeah.
Can he play?
No, but he plays the auto hub, and his dad used to be a musician. So I'm like, dude, you got to play. So I'm going to leave it for him.
Caleb will be taking over as Santiago. When Ricky leaves.
So little
in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I just thought of another guilty pleasure. You know, you were talking about like what are they called? Like canapé kind of stuff. What would you say? Antipasti. Cheese. How you feeling about?
I fucking love cheese.
If there's a fucking cheese board,
I love cheese.
Mate,
I love a cheese board.
It's game over.
Oh, mate.
Cheese and wine, and like you're done.
Do you know why? Like living in France,
Yeah, you're screwed.
I'm spoilt for cheese.
If that blue cheese comes out, like most people just have a little, tiny little sliver. I've eaten a lot. I'll eat a lot. I'll eat the whole block. The block with some crackers, and then I'm getting out the cornichons and
The cornichons.
the little chutneys
little bit
and
of fig.
But
Mate, cheese is good.
Cheese is good. But that is a guilty
The
pleasure.
soft cheese as well.
Soft cheese, brie, your camembert, baked camembert.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Manchego. I do like a manchego.
You know what? Yeah, it's good, but that goes with wine as well, and then it's over. It's game over. It's game over then.
So basically what we're saying is when you see us in about a month, we're going to be the size of houses.
Yeah.
Because we won't be doing...
We're going to be so fat. I'm going to have to start running again 3 times a week.
You have
like
to.
I
Because
used
if
to.
you're going to eat all that cheese, then you're going to have to.
When I to prep for coming back for the show, I was literally running 3 times a week, 5K.
Yeah, you have to.
I had to, and I came back and I was still fitting my costumes, luckily. And then we got back here, and then thought we were going to be running the show in rehearsals. Did we?
No.
We? Fuck. Nah. We were just like doing little bits here and there, and I was like,
then
I put my costumes back on after being here for 3 weeks and not running the show. Mate, they were so tight.
But now, and everyone was gassed. I remember that first show. Everyone was like that.
It was, we've got no stamina.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
COVID lungs. Everyone's like, I'm struggling to breathe.
Oh, the Kovish has got me.
Yeah, that's not cute. That's not cute at all. Not cute at all. That's quite a few.
Yeah, we got a lot. And beer. I love beer.
Beer's another guilty pleasure. That is definitely a guilty pleasure because
It's just, especially after a show, you're thirsty, right? So and you're like, and it's cold and crisp.
and then you just know that you're like, tomorrow, that's a lot of calories.
There's nothing better than a nice Asahi.
That's a lot of calories, though, boo. It's like sometimes I have to think, okay, am I going to eat or am I going to drink beer? I'm not advising this, by the way. This is not like.
I do both.
Yeah, that's like then you're going to pay for it the next day.
I don't care.
That's a lot of.
I work
That's
harder.
a lot of treadmill work. And
That's
then
why I
running
work
and-
so hard in the show. That's why I'm always running at 182%.
All I do is sit in the show. That's all I do. And I do a couple of step touches.
You got to be more careful than I do, though.
Yeah, a lot of step touch. Step touch ain't going to get
Got to
the
get your
calories
steps
up.
in, boo. You got to get your steps in.
Step touch ain't going to cut it, boo. Do you know what I mean?
Do a click in there.
A little step touch click ain't going to cut it.
Eh?
Yeah, when you've had a load of beer and cheeses and wines
That's
the night
why that
before.
little section in the second rehearsal seems to be getting bigger ever since.
Yeah, I'm making it massive now.
Making massive because you want.
By the end of the 2 weeks, it's going to be a number in there.
You need to put a little pirouette.
If I do a pirouette, I think everyone will lose
Please
it.
do it. Please do it.
No, I can't.
Please
Maybe
do
I
it.
will. We'll see.
It would be so good
Lots of jumping. I'll do a lot of tour de l'air, or whatever they're called.
with your feet. I
That's
don't know.
pas de chat.
I don't know. Je n'ai pas le français.
Yeah.
Je parle pas français.
Okay, guilty pleasures. I think that's quite a good amount. I reckon.
That's quite a good amount.
That's quite a good amount. I reckon now we should hear like maybe a little Ricky's Rex.
Ricky's Rex. Okay, so
Let's hear it. Ricky's Rex. Let's go.
So always, this is where New York kind of fucks me all the time. You've got to have an appropriate in-between weather coat, all right? Because New York at the moment is really kicking my ass because I've got my big parka, right, and I've got my long autumn coat, right? But I don't have something for in-between weather where New York says, hey, look at me, it's nice and cold, and then it gets sunny and then you're boiling, or vice versa, right? So it's like you have to have an in-between coat, otherwise you're either really cold or really hot, and that's some bullshit, right? And I did the rookie mistake of, like, I took all my in-between stuff and I left it in France because I thought, I'm not going to need it.
Right.
Idiot.
That's true. Because
So Ricky's Rex.
the weather is weird right now.
Get an in-between coat. So as a consequence of this, I'm actually wearing a suit jacket as my in-between coat, which I look dapper as fuck. But
Well, if you think about it, like a month ago, didn't we have like 60-something degree heat, and then it dropped to 30, like within like a week, like less than a week. Here it is dumb. Here it is. The weather here doesn't make any sense.
It's stupid.
It makes no sense.
Anyway, that's Ricky's Rex.
Good Ricky's Rex.
All right, now should we do a booze breakdown?
And now it's time for Booze Breakdown.
Here's my booze breakdown for this week. So, obviously we finish in 2 weeks, as you know, and you're going on holiday back to home.
Yes, well,
And when you're going on holiday as well, right?
yeah, I think so. We haven't pinned anything down yet for sure, but
So
yeah.
Cam and I were like, okay, so like the day after we finish, we're gonna have a holiday. So I booked something the other day, and this shit drives me crazy. So like,
He's really angry. You can see it in his eyes.
it's changed over the years because it never used to be this bad.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be one of those people who say, oh, back in the day it was amazing. But you book your ticket, right, for your flight. You book your ticket for your flight, and then what is this new shit like? Well, it's not new, but it's like you pay $2,000 for your seat, right?
Yeah.
It's not that, but like, that's what it feels like when
We
you're
go on
buying
first class, boo.
No.
Hey, go on first class, boo.
even if you're buying like, fucking budget travel,
Yeah.
you're paying for your ticket, and then that's apparently this is the thing is like that is just a space on the plane. That's not even your seat.
Hey,
Yeah. Did you know that? So basically, you're buying a space on the plane. Then you have to then go into it. So then they'll release the seats basically in the toilet, in the hull, and fucking like, outside on the wing. They're your options. So like, would you like to sit next to the shit box or, I'm like,
Not the shit
I don't want to. Why do I want to sit that? So they're the ones
Would you like to sit?
They're the ones that got that. That's your option. Or pay $10 million and sit in the seat which you already fucking paid for.
but it's not even that. It's like they go because I saw you booking it, and it's like, oh, I'll pay an extra $18 to choose a seat. It's like it's even the fact that it's like a small amount, like $18 to choose.
Well, no,
your-
on this specific flight, but most of them are like that. You can pay an $150 lined up for extra for your seat. It's like, this is bullshit. So this one was like, the middle seat was whited out, so that was free.
yeah.
But ain't no one choosing a middle seat. But obviously they're the free ones. But then to the left of it, the window seat and the aisle seat,
Yeah.
they're like, the aisle seat is $30 and the window seat is $20. You're like, make it make sense. Why are you just like? There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's a scam.
It's a scam.
It's a scam. It drives me crazy.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's my booze breakdown for the week.
That's a good breakdown, boo.
It's a bad
Well done.
breakdown.
All right, calm down now. Calm down. Come
I
on.
suppose we should move it on to Bobby's joke, I guess, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
It's time for like
Yeah,
time
Bobby
for the
does.
joke of the week. Joke of the week.
It's Bobby Day. Yeah. Bobby Day.
I made a playlist for hiking. It has music from the Peanuts, the Cranberries, and Eminem. I call it my trail mix.
Bobby Day, you're so stupid.
Oh my god.
That's so dumb. He needs to just get out.
Jesus, they're so bad, aren't they?
I just want to slap him.
I have to deal with this every day.
We have to deal with
Every
this
day. And you are going to have to deal with it every week now on the
Yeah.
podcast because that's what we have.
Well,
So we had that was an interesting one today.
yeah, it was great.
Bit different,
I liked it.
guilty pleasures. I'm sure, nice to talk about things that, are a little bit naughty.
It was good.
So we are back with another Bants with Boo very soon, sooner than you think, because we are missing one.
Yeah.
You'll know what it is, but it will be back very soon. Today has been a pleasure as always, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Lots of love.
Lots of love to everyone. Keep safe, and we'll see you soon. For those of you who come to see the show, get in here in 2 weeks, otherwise you will miss us.
Yeah, and you will miss us.
And you will.
will miss us.
You will.
You must miss us. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much. That's with Boo, Tam Mutu Ricky Rojas.